lot of people, they realize the system's not working for them, and they lose hope in that system, and we can't solve homelessness until we start solve hopelessness.
Can I leave this on or take the bandana off?
Taking off the red commie scarf.
What, is this a communist country or something?
I'm here with Drew Williams, running for James Comer's stinky seat. We got to get that guy out of Congress. He's been swamping it up too long. I wanted to ask you how you thought your Fancy Farm picnic went.
Oh, fantastic. Of course, I've been here since 6 o'clock this morning, right? And it's just been a blessing. We got to volunteer over at Bingo for a little bit. You know,
wow.
Got to play some games. Got a chance to talk to people who actually live here and not just the ones who come for the picnic, you know what I mean, or for the Fancy Farm part of it. And then obviously getting on stage and performing very well, I think.
It has got to become popular to love our neighbor again, and you deserve representation that strives to be a positive role model and an advocate for community empowerment every single day.
Yes.
A lot of good energy, actually fighting for issues that people care about and having a representation that matters to them.
I am here for you. I consider myself and my specific brand of politics as a liberty-styled econocrat. If you are someone looking for more liberty in your life and those in your community, for money in your pocket, power to the working people, and supporting the PRO Act, and a visible opportunity for anyone willing to reach for it to achieve the American dream, welcome to the team.
Michael Adams, the Secretary of State.
Yes.
Right. Pretty much say Comer was running for governor.
I've dedicated my career to our beloved Republican Party. And the best thing I can do for my team is to call on all Republicans to join me in supporting James Comer to be our next governor.
Yeah,
right.
Which is odd because the news that was coming out just a couple days ago said that he was going to announce he
Oh,
was
I
running
know.
for governor.
Well, they definitely put some pressure on that, right? To not have a primary, because what's going to happen in a primary on the Republican side is they're going to eat each other alive, right? Whereas the Democrats, I think Jacqueline Coleman and Rocky are going to have some good banter, but I don't think it's going to end up in being that kind of attack on people.
As a firm believer in term limits for Congress like myself, and this will be your 6th term in office, I know you would not shortchange our district for your personal aspirations. I respect that you are not planning to stick taxpayers with an expensive multi-million-dollar special election or treat this House seat like your own entitlement.
How do you feel about that awkward transition with the Kentucky Party candidate?
Loved it. Broke the tension.
Join me in welcoming John Drew Williams.
We're gonna do Chris Campbell first with the Senate.
Do I have it? Guys, hold on a second.
No problem at all, especially when it's on them and not on me. Loved it. It don't bother me at all.
For sure.
Again, as a community servant first, no one's gonna upset me in the way that we engage. I'm used to being ignored in some of these spaces, you know, when you're trying to get things done or trying to get people engaged in a process. And so, I mean, he apologized like 3 or 4 times. I was like, man, it's so fine. Like, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, you kind of ended up with 2 intros. So.
Oh, yeah. Hey, great. And
Join me in welcoming for real this time, John Drew Williams.
Hello, Fancy Farm. My name is Drew Williams, and I'm going to be your next United States House Representative.
Isn't familiar with Drew Williams? He is I believe, a dock builder on Kentucky Lake.
Yep.
You are a history major at Murray State University. What plans do you have policy-wise for Congress? What are you hoping to introduce? What are you hoping to support?
So my big things are making sure we have individual stock trading bans, politicians not becoming lobbyists, and ending dark money in Congress, because people just don't trust the system anymore. You could have a great health care bill, and if I'm paid $100,000 to say no to it through a bunch of different entities, there's no health care bill.
And
so
that's a both sides thing.
It's a both sides
thing.
thing.
Something that you see a lot of Democrats grassroots campaigns taking on right now.
Yep.
I can't say the same thing for the Republicans, unfortunately.
I am here for you. I consider myself and my specific brand of politics as a liberty-styled econocrat. If you are someone looking for more liberty in your life and those in your community, for money in your pocket, power to the working people, and supporting the PRO Act, and a visible opportunity for anyone willing to reach for it to achieve the American dream, welcome to the team.
The other big thing is a combination of federal income tax being exempted for $100,000 of your earned income, so it's not stock trades and other kinds of things, but it's earned income, work, right, and your Social Security. Those things need to be raised up to a good cap. We need to make sure that when we are dealing with economic safety net services like SNAP, Medicaid, housing assistance, all that kind of stuff, that we create a pie chart that they can see, and they know that for every dollar they earn, they lose a very small portion of that, 10, 15 cents percent-wise for every dollar. So there's always a good gradient and incentivization to go get money and to work, you know, and to get back into the game, rather than what we have now, where you earn $700 and you lose $900 worth of services. You know what I mean? And that becomes a real big issue and a touch point for a lot of people. They realize the system's not working for them, and they lose hope in that system. And we can't solve homelessness until we start solve hopelessness.
One of the things that you touched on in your speech that I really appreciated was the pitfalls within our social safety net.
Yeah.
That if you end up earning more money at your workplace, you are then taxed back down to below where you started. So
Right now, someone can take a new job, take a shift, or earn a pay raise and lose more through earned income and SNAP, Medicaid, housing assistance, and child care than the new income was worth. For every additional dollar earned, total assistance should decline by 10 to 15 cents. No cliffs, no punishments for taking on the effort. Every dollar earned should move you forward. I am here for you.
I don't want to say incentivizes, but almost holds people in poverty and prevents them from ascending upwards.
So we can use, like, the numbers can change. These are just placeholder examples. But let's say you received a total of like $35,000 in social safety net services, economic safety net services. For every dollar you earned, you started to lose some. And by the time you got to $35,000 or whatever, you would be out of the economic safety net services, but you wouldn't be taxed until you got to $100,000.
True.
So you get that wean off and then a build moment for upward mobility that really means something to you before you enter the taxable bracket again at the federal level. Now, it's not payroll taxes, it's not Social Security or those kinds of functions at 6.5%, but getting into the job market and then hitting with 10% tax immediately when you're trying to make sure your kids are fed and make sure you have gas in your car is wild. And so we got to have a people first agenda in that regard, and I think that is a not so bold really, but lucrative engagement, because in 1913, when they made the federal income tax, it was $3,000, and today, scaled with inflation, it'd be $99,500. So I'm just asking for us to go back to what we had, in 1913 when they started this system, rather than, because they didn't add an inflation scale modifier to it, and of course that's what we ended up with.
It tends to be the thing with America, is that we start off with a good idea, and then we just never follow through on a lot of these things.
100%.
Social Security, incredible platform, incredible plan, and then just not taken care of year after year. Same thing with VA, something with our progressive taxing, like you're saying, it's just kind of falling off a cliff as
and if we move towards more optional tax systems, right, like a tenth of a penny tax on individual stock trades, you raise 3 times the amount that we're raising off $100,000 and less individuals who are putting their taxes in, while making it an optional tax. You don't have to engage in that. It's like I build boat docks. If they added a 2% luxury tax to a boat dock, it's probably not going to hurt my life, right? But we're probably going to be able to fund some good services, and maybe we can get rid of property taxes, right? And we can engage on systems that you want to engage in, and you're like, yes, I sign on to this tax, rather than this is part of your life, get over it, get used to it. That's a bad system for American growth, right? Businesses are strangleholded right now, especially mom and pops. We got to come up with a better system that works for them.
For sure. Anything else you think? Oh yeah, how many decks have you built? We were talking about this before on the drive up here.
So decks, like on land, I'm in the middle of one, right? Okay. The one that if you've seen it online, it's in Paducah. It's very expensive decking.
Now we swap that vowel and we say docks.
Oh, thousands.
Here we
thousands.
Go.
Oh my gosh, yes. And decks on the docks, obviously. But yeah, it's if you go on to Kentucky Lake or Lake Barkley, you have definitely seen my work. You can't get out of sight of my work, right? We built almost every dock in Cambridge Shores before the tornado, and I built like 12 of them since the tornado, right, to replace those. So, I mean, the nice thing about a dock is that a bad storm, and I got work to do. You know what I mean?
He's controlling the weather machines,
I'm controlling the weather.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, appreciate it.
It's been a great time.
Yeah, 100%.